Alrighty, welcome to Beliefs That Set Free. I want to go over the idea, like we already talked about in other courses, that there are um, lies from the enemy, but I want to just talk about stuff in general, not just shame and not just things that trigger you, but um, lies in general, things that may not seemingly be tied to your struggle with pornography, but probably have something to do with it, at least sometimes. Because there can be lies that you function under that completely hinder your ability to really live out the truth and live in freedom. And so, just to start off, I just want to talk about how lies can really, really trouble your path in life. You know, they create your reality if you let them. Because the fact is, you only function like the way you accomplish life, the things you do on a daily basis, the way you act, the way you feel, the way you think is all based on what you think is true. Like, one of my strongest beliefs in life is that one of the most powerful things God gave us is the ability to believe something. Your belief is the most powerful thing you have. If you believe something, you align everything in your heart and your mind and your soul to that thing, and it becomes true for you. And you begin to function underneath it. And if it's a lie, you're going to bear the fruit of lies. But if it's truth, you're going to bear the fruit of truth. And so what I mean by that is that there can be this way that you live that can be determined by lies or truth. And so an example, Billy on the playground when you're 5 tells you your nose is dumb. And this might be more of a cosmetic thing, maybe more for women, but let's just go with it for now. You think your nose is dumb because Billy is slightly older than you, and you're just little tiny toddler, and some grown up kid, more grown up than you, told you that your nose is dumb, or your face is dumb, or that you're not strong, or you can't do monkey bars good, or whatever. And you accept that. You go, man, I guess I'm just not as strong as Billy is. Like, I wish I was more like Billy, but God didn't make me like that. I'm not strong. Okay. So what do you do? If no one ever checks that, if you don't ever think about the fact that that might not be true and you just might not be trained on the monkey bars, or you just might have a funky nose for a minute because you're in a growth spurt or something like that. Let's go with the monkey bars. You're in strength. You're told you're not strong. You're told you're not good at monkey bars. What do? Whenever there's monkey bars, whenever there's a competition, whenever there's sports, you then go, well, I'm not good at that, so why would I risk my reputation and go try to play it or go try monkey bars? Why would I do that? Because I'm not good at it. And so then you begin to shy away from those things, and then over time you actually aren't good at monkey bars and you're not strong because you shied away from everything that would have made you strong, would have made you good at monkey bars. And then you get to be 20 years old and you're like, I can't do a pull up, I can't do a push up, I'm not strong. Like, that kid was prophetic when I was 5 because he saw it in me before I even did that I wasn't good at this stuff. And it's like, no, you believed that lie and it made you act in a certain way, and now you created your own reality in line with that lie because you agreed with it. You could have been strong, you could have been good at the monkey bars, and you still can be. You just got to start today. It's not a doom and gloom once and for all determining factor statement about you. It's something someone said and you've agreed with it and you've lived in line with it ever since. And so that can be as painful as your father saying, I don't love you, you're an idiot, I wish we didn't have you, or hey son, I've actually got another family, I'm gonna head off, have a good life. Or it can be as simple as Billy on the playground with the monkey bars. Like, full range of spectrum of trauma and normalcy can cause lies. And if you agree with those things, you're going to be functioning the rest of your life underneath lies. And so the enemy loves to layer on lies upon lies upon lies to hinder you without you even knowing. If you agree with these things early on, because we as children don't know how to differentiate, the enemy has a freaking playground with your heart and with your mind, and he's really good at convincing people. And he'll convince you that something that's a complete lie is true, and you'll function under that for the rest of your life until you confront that with truth. And so I just want to say that is the core of kind of where we're going with this is like you live the way you live, you believe the things you believe, and you act the way you act, and you feel the way you feel, and you think the way you think, and you've created your life the way it is today because of what you believe. You've gotten yourself exactly where you believe to be. Like you've believed your way to where you are. Now, there's always circumstances that are out of our control. People take advantage of us, things like that. But in general, you're not a victim. You're not stuck. You're not doomed to continue the reality you've lived so far. You're probably just under a large set of lies that are keeping you down and holding you back from living how you could be living. And that can be as simple as like, I don't think I'm good at communicating, so I shy away from talking to people. And maybe if I got some better beliefs there, like maybe I can be good at this. Maybe I can be functional and actually decent at communicating with people. Maybe I don't have to feel embarrassed all the time. Maybe I can make some new friends. That would be good for me. Or it can be as complex and as deep as like I I don't I don't have to like do what my parents always pressured me to do when I was a kid, and I can live the way I want to live. Like I can be who I want to be. Or like if we're dealing with our struggles here, I don't have to feel the shame that I feel. Like I don't have to feel that. I can just let that go. That's okay. I can receive love instead. Okay. Well, then I don't care that I messed up yesterday, and I just want to be a good person. I just want to like live my life to the fullest today and forget about that stuff. Cool. Like it can be as like it can have as small as an effect and be as normal and like minute as you want, or it can be as deep and as big of an impact as you want. Like question the big things. Question why you do the things you do on a large core value level. And let's dive into this and see where there's lies and see where there's truth. I have an axe here, right here, because I feel like God has told me to split lies from truth and that I'm to be some type of like axe wielder in spirit. And so this is kind of the course for that. This is where we split truth from lies and we set you free from stuff that's holding you back because you don't need to live under those things. So I hope you'll dive into this. I hope you'll go into this with an open mind and really just receive and be ready to change your mind on things. And my wife always says like it's kind of hard for me to just switch how I think and how I believe. Like it takes some time because sometimes we'll talk about stuff and I'll point out like, is what you're thinking really based in truth, or is that a lie from your past or something? And she'll be like, yeah, no, I see that. I'm like, cool, like we're good, yay. She's like, I don't feel it yet. Like it's going to take some time for me to like process that and really start actually feeling the difference. Like it's not just an immediate switch for me. And I get that. So if you're that way and you're like, man, I found the lie, I understand it's a lie, I don't want to believe it anymore, I want to feel different, but I still feel the same. It's okay. I'm a bit more of a I like to determine things. I like to make decisions. So when I get the slightest whiff of like, oh, I need to think differently, I firmly make that shift, and it's a pretty quick process for me most of the time. Not all the time, but it's a pretty quick process for me, and I just kind of get stoked. I'm like, I don't have to think that anymore. Yay, that sucked. I get to live a better life now. But if you're the kind of person that needs to process it, chew on it, sleep on it, and over the course of a couple of days, you're going to start to actually feel it and embrace it, that's fine. Just don't, if you're that kind of person, don't think that this doesn't work for you, or that um, this isn't like a real process, that you can't do what I'm talking about. Just give yourself grace and realize it might take a little longer for you, and realize that you're someone that likes to really stew on things and make sure that you're comfortable with it, make sure that you feel a conviction about it deep in your heart, and sit with it. And that's okay. I think I respect those people a lot because they're really intentional, and they're really um, good at connecting with their heart, because you're actually just kind of going back and forth in your own mind subconsciously at some level, and just making sure you actually think and agree with what you're trying to agree with. And that's just your process of believing God's truth. That's okay. God has patience for that. Be patient with yourself. Don't condemn yourself for that. Don't quit just because of it. Just stick with it and watch one of these videos every week or something, or watch one of these belief videos every couple of days instead of just binge watching them and getting stoked out of your mind. Like, it's okay to be slow with this. Just do it in the time frame you need to do it.